Hey ninjas!
Hiya!
Hiya! Welcome to the Cobrakai Corner. Coming to you from the Cobrakai Dojo. First, we'd like to start off by thanking you guys for watching, subscribing, liking. We really appreciate it. I just want to acknowledge 2 new subscribers that we got.
All right.
We were only notified of one of their names, but we did get 2 new subscribers, and one of them is Reggie Callis. So, thank you very much for all of you guys. We love
Thank you,
you.
Reggie.
And we love you. Way to be a ninja. Alright, so what are we doing on today's show, Sensei?
Well, I believe you've gathered up the facts. We're doing a combo show today about Kyler and his buddies, Big Red and Brucks. So my guess is that today's show, your segment, is going to be quite a bit longer than mine.
Yes,
I have some things to say about Kyler, but very little to say about the other 2, but who knows? You never know where the shows go.
Never know what's going to come up.
We'll figure that out, I guess. So since your part's going to be quite a bit longer, I guess you better get started rolling out with some facts.
All right. This is about the character Kyler. Real name Joe Seo. His nationality, he's American, but he has Korean parents. He was born July 30th, 1980 in San Francisco, California, but he was raised in LA. He graduated from Crescenta Valley High School in 1998. He began acting in the mid-2000s, gaining recognition for roles in Gridiron Gang in 2006, and then in 2007 for Freedom Riders. In 2016, Seo starred in the dramatic film Spa Night. At the Sundance Film Festival, Seo won the Special Jury Award for Breakthrough Performance. TV roles include The Vampire Resistance Corps and Cobrakai. His films include Gridiron Gang, Freedom Riders, Out of the Shadows, Spa Night, Message from the King, and The Bird Who Could Fly.
I didn't know he was in so many movies.
Yeah, he's accomplished actor. At the 2016 Sundance Film Festival, he won the Special Jury Award for Breakthrough Performance for Spa Night, and also in 2016, at the LA Outfest, he won the Grand Jury Award for Outstanding Performance for Spa Night. And I got an excerpt. I thought this would be kind of fun, because I thought it would not
An
fun,
excerpt,
but excerpt from an interview.
Okay.
That he did with the Chicago Tribune. And I just took out some of the interview because I thought it was interesting, and I thought you guys might find it of interest. I thought you might.
Let's hear it.
Okay, so one of Joe Seo's goals as an actor has been to portray well-rounded characters that aren't Asian stereotypes. One of the reasons that he loves his role as Kyler is because it's such a different role from an Asian American man. It goes against the grain of the way that Asians are portrayed. He jumped at this opportunity, and he thanks the producers for trying to push the envelope. He says, quote, "At the beginning of my career, I did want to go to mainland Asia to pursue work. Asian actors there could pursue anything, whether it be an athlete, lawyer, president, or janitor. In America, it was so limited. It's getting better, but it's still not that good," end quote. Now, these are some of his memories of working in Asia. He says, "There was a completely different vibe working in China, Japan, and Korea. In China and Japan, they viewed me as a Korean guy. But in Korea, no one saw me as a full Korean because I did have a very thick American accent. So I couldn't really break into a lot of roles that I wanted. When I came back to America, I was told that I was too Asian for a leading role. I felt like I had no country or place. But I had so much fun, too. Korea is like New York on steroids. The food is amazing, the nightlife is great, and everything is open at all hours, and it's so safe. End quote.
That's interesting. That wherever he went, he was kind of out of place, even in Korea.
Yeah, and both of his parents are Korean.
Exactly.
But he has such a thick American accent that he didn't,
Well, yeah.
So I guess racism or whatever you want to call it just exists everywhere, sadly.
Well,
or stereotypes.
In the end, the producers have to do what's gonna make the best movie.
Well, sure.
So they can't have a banana playing the role of an Asian.
Right.
For those who don't know, a banana is someone who's yellow on the outside but white on the inside. So they're just trying to keep it authentic. So I could see where he would get crossed up that way and have trouble finding work in a leading role, especially.
Like he feels like he doesn't belong.
I feel like if martial arts movies were still popping like they were in the 80s.
Yeah. I wish they were, man. I'm finally
He would probably have an easier time finding work.
Yeah. I do have one fun fact.
All right. Well, we always love a good fun fact.
Okay, so in Joe Sio's free time, he loves to play and watch sports, but his biggest love is films.
Oh, okay.
That's a fun fact for you. All right, so who do you want to talk about next?
I guess tell us about Big Red.
Okay, Big Red.
No, you shouldn't have asked me then.
Okay, Big Red is a.k.a. Christopher Ryan Lewis. All right, and I looked everywhere to when he was born and where he was born. I couldn't find it.
Well, he's a very mysterious guy. Maybe that's why they never give him any speaking roles.
That's all I got. I had like 4 pages for Kyler. Okay, so I can't find where he was born. His ethnicity, my bad, is white, Caucasian. It just says he hails from a close-knit community. He started acting in local theater productions where he discovered his love for the craft and bringing characters to life. Besides Cobra Kai, he was also in Coat of Many Colors from Dolly Parton, which I didn't know.
I did not know that.
Nope. And he was also in Dolly's Christmas of Many Colors. And then I have it was real short, man, but I have a fun fact.
All right, well, like I said, we always love a good fun fact.
Okay, did you know that Christopher is not the only redheaded actor in the family? His younger brother, Shane Donovan Lewis, is also an actor.
I remember Shane Donovan. He was on a soap opera I used to watch.
These are the days of our lives. And like the phoenix, he will rise again.
So any of you old people that used to watch Days of Our Lives, Shane Donovan, you know what I'm talking about.
And his wife Eve. Or no, his daughter Eve, right?
Yes.
Yeah, his daughter Eve. She was really pretty, I remember.
Little plump, I thought, but whatever. That's irrelevant.
We
digress.
Yeah, we digress. And we digress into Bo Mitchell, a.k.a. Brucks. All right, this is pretty short, too.
I suspected it might be.
So he was born November 3rd, 1994, in Aiken, South Carolina. He's an actor, producer, and skateboarder. He started acting at 9 months old. And here's his movies and his shows. Oh, it isn't as short as I thought. He's been in a lot of stuff,
Here's
dude.
a fun fact about Brucks before you go on.
Yeah.
That is a large individual to be a skateboarder. Because
Dude, I have a fun fact about that, too.
I used to skateboard myself when I was younger, and I got to tell you, I was always a pretty fat kid, and it made skateboarding quite difficult. It's very difficult to get air when you weigh 300 pounds, you see. And then to take a board that's strong enough to withhold the impact in case you do get air
Ouch.
and not break.
Yeah.
It's a heavier board, so boom,
Well,
even
it's a
harder
heavier
trouble.
load to fall, too.
So I find it interesting that he's a skateboarder. That's cool because I struggled with it, being a skateboarder myself as a heavier individual.
Okay, well, we will get back to that.
All right.
All right, do you want to hear about the movies and the shows? This list is incredible. It's kind of long, so I'm going to try and go through it.
All right, yeah, rattle it off.
Okay, The Line, DeKalb Element, Eastbound and Down. He's really known. We should watch the show. But it's Showtime. We don't.
Yes,
we don't
we
get Showtime.
do.
Oh, we do. Ooh.
How you think I'd be watching? Plug. Yellow Jackets. What?
Yellow Jackets. It's dark, but it's good.
If you like to see people killing a lot of people, Yellow Jackets. Anyway.
Okay, we digress. Yeah, but he's best known for his role in Eastbound and Down.
Eastbound
and down, roll it up and truck it.
We're gonna do what they say can't be done.
Okay. He was obviously Cobra Kai. He was in Aftermath, Palo Alto, The Heyday, Memoria, October Road, Billy Lynn's Long Halftime Walk, The Long Home, Alexander IRL, Skate Shop, Eastbound and Down 01, Chapter 1, Smoke, Nobody Knows, and The First Men. So he was in quite a few things.
I gotta tell you, though, I have not heard of most of these things.
Yeah. Maybe we should check Eastbound and Down, though, because I hear it's a good show, and he's really known for that. So
I just thought it was a song in Smokey and the Bandit. So.
I know. When I was researching this, that song went through my head when I was writing it down. I'm like, Eastbound and Down, loaded up and drunken. All right, he is best, as I stated before, he is best known for his role as Wayne Powers' nephew to Kenny Powers he's best known for his role as Wayne Powers, nephew to Kenny Powers on the HBO show Eastbound and Down, and of course as Brucks on Cobra Kai.
Yeah, we don't get HBO.
HBO, so sorry, man, you can't watch it. We'll just sing the song. In season 3, Hawk beats up Brucks.
Indeed, knocks all his teeth out.
Okay, so after the beating, Brucks becomes more forgiving, kind, and respectful.
That's part of my part of the show. That's character development. Thanks.
Okay,
thanks.
sorry.
I had one thing to say about Brucks, and that was it. So,
no, you can elaborate on it. I have one fun fact, and this goes back to your the skateboarding conversation. Bo is also very well known in the pro skateboard world.
That's
so that was kind of surprising.
That's very strange.
That was surprising to me. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Yeah. And then, did I leave anybody out? All right, and that was my little nerdy part of it.
And this, my friends, is why sometimes we have to do a combo show.
Yeah.
Because clearly there's not as much to say about these three as there are about some other ones. Like,
right.
When we did the show about Johnny or William Zabka. That being said, what can we say about Kyler? This kid's a freaking douche.
Ass.
From beginning to end. And just when you think...
Good actor, though.
Just when you think in season 6 he's going to redeem himself. Let's not jump ahead because we need to stretch Kyler out as far as we can for this episode, okay? This kid, let's go over what an a-hole and what a douchebag he is. Very first show. Him and his buddies, Brucks and Big Red, and we don't know the other guy's name. He never says a freaking word, and so we're not going to include him. But anyways...
How much did he get paid for that, I wonder?
Yeah, he's like the guy in
Cypress. That role.
Yeah, he's like the guy in Cypress Hill that just yells things in the background. Hey, to the K! Insane! Got no brain! And make it millions. I wish I could get that gig of just yelling stupid shit because I do it for free all the time.
Yeah, you do.
Anyway, Kyler's an asshole from the get-go. Him and his friends jump Miguel outside of the convenience store. Luckily, Johnny's there to regulate their punk asses. Then he comes over as a house guest at Mr. LaRusso for Sam so that they can meet the parents. And who the F does this? maybe this is a difference between how my generation was raised and the newer generation was raised, but it didn't matter what the hell they were serving for dinner when you went to meet a girlfriend's parents or even just went to a friend's house. You were a polite little son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You ate what they served,
and even if grateful for it,
and even if it was the most disgusting thing you've ever put in your mouth, you're like, that's pretty good. That's what you did. So, boom. Once again, step 2, douchebag. I wouldn't want to eat the damn raw fish either, but I sure as hell would have. Especially if I'm trying to make points with the girl, because right off the bat, I know her parents think I'm an asshole for not eating a damn raw fish.
Right.
So, boom. Second time he's a douchebag. Then he relentlessly ridicules, harasses, and what you guys today call bully Miguel and Eli and what's his name? Dimitri. Basically, any weaker nerds around him.
Yeah, like bullies do.
Until he gets a beat down. And then you see his character turn back a little bit when they go to the party at the canyon. And he's like, no, we could just go somewhere else. So he turns from being a bully into being a pussy.
Mm.
Not because he wants to avoid conflict, because he's afraid he'll get his ass whipped.
Mm-hmm. That's why he always picks on the littler dudes.
Then he joins Cobra Kai, and he's back to being an asshole again.
For sure.
And then Kenny joins Cobra Kai, and he totally tries bossing him around until Kenny knocks his block loose at one of the practices.
Yep.
And changes his mood around. Then episode 6, he reaches somewhat of a point of redemption. You almost feel sorry for him at the frat party where they make him be the human vacuum and all that.
Yeah.
And
I thought that was a little much, but then again, I'm like, comeuppance.
They get into the fight and they whip everybody from the fraternity's ass.
Mm-hmm.
And the next day, he gives Miguel some good advice, actually. And so you're almost glad that here comes this guy from the other fraternity. Yeah, we heard what you did. Cool. And there he is again. The resurgence of douchebag Kyler. So let's say, yeah, he used to kick Rhea's ass all over the place. So not only is he referring to Miguel as Rhea again, he's got to mention how he kicked his ass. You know, I don't care if you're
really sorry,
I don't care if you're really trying to look good in front of this other fraternity or not. Miguel just literally did everything for you.
Yeah,
and he's even the one that made the other a-holes tell you weren't getting in.
Yeah.
And boom, you just called him Rhea again.
Yeah.
So you know what?
Douche move, man.
You're just a self-absorbed,
but that's why
self-centered douchebag. Now.
But one thing, can I just say, at the party, I loved, because I did not like Kyler through the whole thing. I thought he was a douche, an a-hole, like he was mean. He always was mean to the nice people. But I loved at the party when he's like, "You didn't know I know karate." Like that.
Yeah, he's funny, and you know,
I like him as an actor. He's
as a bully, he's got some comedic lines or whatever.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
That's my favorite line that he ever says too. Mm-hmm. And the other one is same episode when he gets there, and then they discover he goes there.
Yeah,
he's like, nah. This school kind of goes to me, you know.
Yeah.
You know. Nothing ever changes with this cocky asshole.
Yeah,
so you have to appreciate that.
Through.
He is who he is. He's not just playing a dickhead. He really is one.
He is one in real life.
So that brings us...
No, he's not. He's probably a really nice
guy.
Speaking of
episode 6 and his friends and whatnot, we talk about Brucks a little bit.
Okay.
Shelley already told you most of what I had to say. He was an
Sorry.
asshole. Then Hawk knocks his damn teeth out, and you really don't see again from him until season 6 when they're at the college.
Mm-hmm.
And he does just seem to have a more peaceful aura about him, about forgiving and about, maybe thinking about what you say and what you do and that type of thing. And he was really forgiving of Hawk. Of course, everybody forgives Hawk no matter what the fuck he does.
He's got a beef with Hawk.
Well, because everybody forgives us. Like, he could fucking shit in somebody.
Hawk.
He could go shit in somebody's fucking mouth and be like, "Oh,
sorry,
bro,"
bad.
and they'll be like, "Oh, let me grab some mouthwash."
Sorry, I was hungry.
It's
anyway.
all right, dude.
It's cool, bro.
You do stupid shit sometimes. We forgive you. What? No, if you knocked all my teeth out, I assure you, when I saw you at the college, I'd be like, hold on.
It's on, bro.
I'll be right back. And I would have went and found the nearest janitor's closet and found a fucking pipe wrench and knocked every one of your fucking teeth out.
We don't condone this, by the way.
Because, you know what? Fuck you. Okay?
I like Hawk.
I'm sorry. Well, you are sorry. You're a sorry ass. Anyway. In fact, did have a positive effect on Brucks, apparently. And he's just living his life, and he seems like he's at peace with whatever.
Yeah.
Now, Big Red, the most difficult person to say anything about, because he doesn't even have any speaking roles. I take that back.
Does he say something?
I believe, if I remember correctly, when they go to break into the Cobrakai dojo,
when
and
Stingray,
yeah. Stingray picks up Mr. LaRusso and his wife, and they get there to the dojo at that point. I believe Big Red says something about you not getting in here, some crap like that. I think
he has a one-liner, maybe.
And that's even if I'm even remembering this shit correct. If I'm wrong, feel free to chastise me. I don't care.
Comment below.
I don't care.
Comment.
Yeah, we're going to talk about that since this has been such a short show. I got some things I want to say she don't even know about. Because I don't tell her everything because I'm a ninja. Anyway.
That's why he's the sensei.
Anyway, if I'm even correct about that, that's Big Red's only freaking speaking line. Literally, Little Red has way more speaking lines peer pressuring Lapusso. So there's literally way more to say about Little Red than there is Big Red. Here's the thing, in the very last episode, we meet Baby Red. He's in Stingray's little beginner class.
So there's Big Red, Little Red, and Baby Red.
And he's literally just as important as Big Red, and he's in one freaking episode for 5 seconds. That's how important you are, Big Red. You should have stuck with gum. That Big Red freshness lasted right through it.
Gum is more famous.
Your popularity did not. Okay? Nobody cares about Big Red. Bring on the Double Mint girls, okay? No more Big Red.
They were so pretty back in the day, them Double Mint twins.
Okay, digress.
Okay, we digress.
Sue, I'm hoping to get, or maybe I should say, I'm hoping to put aside a small amount of funding. And when I say small, I mean small. And I'm going to do me a little order on Temu before the tariffs kick in. Before the tariffs kick in.
Those tariffs, man.
I'm going to buy some cobrakai coffee mugs. And
look, I made my own today.
Shelley and I are actually getting some Eagle Fang and some Miyagi-Do shirts.
Yeah.
So I'm going to order a few more of those up, whatever I can get up cheap.
Yeah.
And then I want to send some out to you guys. But you have to earn them by dropping a comment or a question. And here's the thing. I'm an equal opportunity gift giver.
Yeah.
So
Yes.
even if you make a negative comment, that's fine.
Every comment counts.
I promise
Tell us we
you,
suck.
even
I don't
if you
care.
make a negative comment, you will have just as good of a chance
To win.
of winning one of the coffee mugs or shirts or
Yeah.
whatever the hell I decide I can bone up here. Because what we'll do is we will just take your username or whatever and we'll put them all in a basket or a hat or whatever, and I'll have Grasshopper Shelley over here pick one out, and whatever name she picks out wins the prize. And if that happens to be attached to a bad comment, whatever. Plus, we're going to read your comment
Yeah.
on the show.
Yeah.
And that being said, let me be clear about something, and then I got to get this wrapped up here.
Yep.
We're not trying to get wealthy off of this show. This show, to me, is like playing golf. We're never going to be good enough to get paid for it.
Yeah, we're just old.
We'd always love to be able to do it for a living, but yeah, we're going to still look for regular jobs. And stuff.
I edit, so sorry if it's
so
not
that's
up
not
to
what
par.
the whole comment thing is about. We just would like...
No.
I noticed not very many people are commenting, and I would like to connect to the people who are watching.
Yeah, we want to talk to you. We want to get to know you. What do you guys want us to review? What do you
I'm
want us to
sure
talk
I've said
about?
some things that were wrong that you might want to correct me on. I'm sure
too.
of that much.
Me too.
Feel free.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as I can gather up some stuff, whenever it gets here, we'll start the contest. We'll get it rolling.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
And the weather's getting nicer. It was like 50 degrees here in
Yep, our
Michigan.
show on the size. Yeah. See 'em.
Weapons,
See 'em.
baby.
See 'em right here. Anyway, our show on the
I'll try to
size
edit that in. I don't know.
will be coming up less than a week. We got some decent weather to count on, and we will
I'm
have
excited. No snow, finally.
we will do the show on the size coming up in less than 1 week. And that is it for this week.